Mr. Joachim, there's a boy outside. He's soaked and says he only wants a piece of bread. Let him in, Joachim replied firmly. No one is ever denied food here. This story will make you cry. Watch until the end. The sky was dark, and heavy rain fell over the mountains. The smell of wet earth mixed with the distant sound of thunder. On the porch of a large farmhouse, Mr. Joachim Araujo, a wealthy and respected man, watched the rain fall in silence, as if waiting for a miracle that never came. Many years ago, life had taken from him what money could never buy. His wife had left, carrying their baby in her arms, and never sent word again. The boy's name was Samuel. Joachim searched everywhere but never found him. Over time, he accepted that perhaps destiny had taken his son away forever. But even with his heart hardened, every night he prayed the same prayer. Lord, if my boy is still out there, please take care of him for me. That rainy afternoon, while the wind made the windows tremble, 3 knocks echoed from the gate. The farmhand ran to the porch. Mr. Joachim, there's a boy outside. He's drenched, and he says he only wants a piece of bread. Joachim looked toward the road and, even from afar, saw a small figure shivering in the cold. Let him in, he said firmly. No one is ever denied food here. The boy entered slowly, his feet covered in mud, his eyes weary. What's your name, son? Joachim asked. Samuel, sir. Samuel da Silva. Joachim felt his body tremble. That name, that last name, it was the same as the woman he had once loved. And your mother, where is she? He asked, his voice trembling. The boy lowered his head. She went to live with God. She told me not to give up, that he would show me a good person along the way. Those words pierced Joachim's heart like an arrow. He took a deep breath, wiping his face, though he no longer knew if it was wet from the rain or from his tears. Come in, Samuel, he said softly. You won't lack anything here. Samuel was led to the living room. Doña Alzira, the housekeeper, brought warm milk and cheese bread. Samuel ate slowly, glancing around, fascinated by that place that seemed like another world. As he watched him, Joachim began to feel something strange. There was something familiar in the boy's eyes. The same way his son used to raise his eyebrows when he was scared. The same eyes as the woman who had left him so many years ago. Confused, Joachim stood up, went to an old cabinet, and pulled out a wooden box. Inside were old letters, a torn photograph, and a will he had never had the courage to open. When he returned to the kitchen, he showed the photo to the boy. It was the portrait of a young woman holding a baby in her arms. Samuel's eyes widened. That's my mom. Silence filled the room. Joachim dropped the photo, covered his face with his hands, and began to cry. My God, he whispered through tears. You're my son. Samuel stared in confusion until Joachim knelt before him, tears falling to the floor. Samuel, I'm your father, my boy. Samuel threw his arms around him, crying as he hugged him tightly. With his heart shattered, Joachim could only repeat, God brought you back to me. He heard my prayers. Outside, the rain began to fade. The sky cleared, and rays of sunlight broke through the clouds, illuminating the farmhouse courtyard. Doña Alzira, who had been watching the scene, wiped her eyes and whispered softly, God still performs miracles, Mr. Joachim. He still does. That night, the farmhouse came back to life. Samuel's laughter echoed through the hallways. Joachim, who once dined alone, now gave thanks out loud. The bread the boy had asked for out of hunger was the same bread that restored faith to a weary heart. Because sometimes, what you think you've lost forever, God has only kept safe, to return it to you at the right time. If this story touched your heart, comment Amen. Follow our page and share this story to remind others that God still makes the impossible reunions happen.